Magazine news and gossip. Demet's explosive confession. The end of an era? What happens when the very spotlight you fought so hard for becomes a shadow of someone else's making? Can a star shine bright enough to break free from the weight of jealousy, control, and overwhelming competition? Or is it possible for one's identity to be swallowed whole by another's towering presence? Buckle up, because the drama we're about to unfold is hotter than ever, and you won't want to miss a single detail. In the world of entertainment, where every move is scrutinized, Demet's latest confession has sent shockwaves that ripple through not only her fanbase, but the industry as a whole. With tears in her eyes and pain in her voice, Demet revealed a side to her career that few knew existed. "Am I ruining my career without realizing it?" she asked, an open cry for understanding that struck a nerve among fans and industry insiders alike. But how did we get to this point? What hidden truths lie behind the curtain of one of Turkey's brightest stars? Let's dive into the sizzling, heart-stopping details that will leave you on the edge of your seat. The heart-wrenching revelation. It was a moment no one saw coming. In an emotional confessional that shook the very foundation of the entertainment world, Demet Özdemir tearfully shared the untold story of the struggles she's been silently battling. Behind the glittering facade of fame, she revealed the deep frustration that had been quietly simmering for years. "Every time I'm in an interview or take on a new project, the question always comes up. Are you related to Jan, or are you with him? That's not me. I'm here because of my talent, not because of someone else." Her words weren't just a confession. They were a battle cry against an unrelenting narrative that has sought to define her solely in connection with her high-profile relationship. For years, Demet had tried to defend her individual identity, yet it always seemed to be overshadowed by Can Yaman. The weight of his name and their shared past was, at times, too much to bear. "I've been suffocated by this shadow. I've tried to stand my ground, but I'm constantly being seen as Jan's girl, not Demet Özdemir. It's like I've disappeared as an individual. If I don't break free from this cycle, I'll vanish completely." In those raw, unfiltered words, the pain of living in someone else's shadow became undeniable. Demet wasn't just speaking out. She was asserting her right to be seen for who she truly is. The rise and fall of a power couple. Let's rewind and take a closer look at how Demet and Can Yaman became one of Turkey's most beloved couples. Once, they were the epitome of a fairy tale romance. Their chemistry was undeniable, sparking a wildfire of admiration among fans and critics alike. Together, they were a force to be reckoned with, both on screen and off. Their support for each other seemed unwavering, propelling both their careers into the stratosphere. But what the public didn't see was the quiet, creeping undercurrent of rivalry that began to tear at the fabric of their bond. As their relationship deepened, cracks began to show. Sources close to Demet revealed that Jan's need for constant association with her, whether in the media or on set, wasn't about genuine love or partnership. Rather, it was a calculated effort to boost his own image. He relied on her success, and Demet realized this too late. "Jan always wanted to be everywhere I was," one source revealed. He tied his identity to hers, not to lift her up, but to make sure he stayed in the limelight. For Demet, this realization was painful. By the time she understood the true nature of his actions, it was almost too late to regain control of her narrative. Can, however, responded with fury. He denied all accusations, adamantly defending himself as a proud supporter of Demet's career. "I've always been by her side. If she says I'm ruining her career, I'd be furious. I've never held her back." But Demet's camp wasn't buying it. Insiders close to her couldn't shake the feeling that Jan's public persona as her devoted partner was nothing more than a carefully crafted illusion. A divided public, the social media storm. As Demet's emotional confession made waves, the world watched in shock, and social media exploded into a frenzy. Fans were divided, with fierce arguments erupting in support of both stars. Hashtags like #Demet stands alone and #Jan is the problem trended worldwide as fans passionately defended their chosen side. Team Demet rallied in full force, declaring that Demet's accomplishments were the result of her own hard work and talent, not because of anyone else's influence. She deserves to be seen for who she truly is, supporters proclaimed. Meanwhile, Team Jan was just as vocal, defending the actor's integrity, claiming that his support for Demet had always been genuine. Jan's been there for her, and this is nothing but ingratitude, they argued. But it wasn't just fans who weighed in. Industry heavyweights came to Demet's defense, expressing public solidarity. Tuba Bayakustun, a celebrated actress, shared her thoughts. A woman should shine in her own light, not in anyone else's shadow. Other actresses like Hazar Ergüklü and Burhan Saat echoed similar sentiments, calling for women to stand firm in their own right. Demet's words were beginning to resonate beyond her fanbase, rallying those who understood the emotional and professional toll of being defined by someone else's presence. It wasn't just about love. It was about her career, her identity, and the fierce independence that she had fought so hard to maintain. The industry fallout and the future of Demet's career. The impact of Demet's confession rippled throughout the entertainment industry. Rumors quickly began to surface about a potential international project featuring both Demet and January producers and sponsors, however, were hesitant. In the aftermath of the public feud, many questioned whether working with the duo was worth the risk. A producer, who spoke on condition of anonymity, shared their thoughts. Both are incredibly talented, but with the current tension between them, it's hard to see how this can work. Sponsors want peace, not drama. These words raised eyebrows, sparking speculation that Demet and Jan's professional collaboration might be coming to an abrupt end. But Demet wasn't about to let her career be defined by the drama. In a powerful move, she announced to her inner circle, "I'm starting a new chapter in my life. From now on, I make my own decisions. I will no longer depend on Jan or anyone else. I am Demet Özdemir, and I will succeed on my own terms." Her bold declaration was a signal to her fans and the industry alike. Demet was no longer just the woman standing beside Can Yaman. She was carving out a legacy all on her own. A game-changing deal. The phoenix rises. And now, the world watches as Demet prepares to make her next big move. Insiders are whispering about a groundbreaking deal with one of Spain's most prestigious production companies, a partnership that could redefine her career. The project in question is said to be nothing short of monumental, with the potential to earn Demet recognition as one of Europe's top actresses. A representative from the company recently gushed, "Demet is the star we've been searching for. Her talent and professionalism are unmatched. She doesn't need anyone else's shadow to shine." With these words, Demet is proving that she is more than capable of stepping out of Jan's shadow. She's ready to obliterate it and emerge as a global superstar in her own right. When news of the deal reached Jan, sources say he was stunned. "She didn't even tell me," he reportedly fumed to his team. "Does she think she can just erase me from her life?" His surprise quickly turned into anger, but Demet remained resolute. She was no longer interested in his opinions or approval. She was focused on her future, and no one, not even Jan, could stop her. The secret plan, and the final twist. Just when the drama seemed to reach its peak, a shocking new twist emerged. Sources revealed that Jan had reached out to Demet's team with a secret proposal, a private dinner to discuss their issues and, perhaps, mend the rift between them. Jan's team made it clear. He wanted to meet with Demet, away from the cameras, to show his support and resolve their differences. Caught off guard, Demet was left torn. If he really wanted to support me, why didn't he do this years ago? Is he only sorry now because he sees how successful I've become? The decision weighed heavily on her, and as the world awaited her response, the saga continued to unfold. But just when everyone thought they had seen it all, an unexpected voice added fuel to the fire. In a tell-all interview, renowned actress Diletta Leotta lashed out at Jan, accusing him of trying to claim women's success as his own. "He's done the same to Demet," Leotta claimed, "and now he wants to spin her achievements as his own." The response was immediate. Headlines screamed that Demet had cut all ties with Can Yaman, and the world held its breath as the drama took yet another twist. What's next? As Demet marches forward, defiant and determined, The world is watching her every move. Will she continue to rise and redefine her career? Can Jan salvage his reputation, or has he lost everything? One thing is for sure, Demet Özdemir is no longer just a name in the shadows. She is a star blazing her own trail. Stay tuned, because the world of entertainment has just been set ablaze, and magazine news and gossip will be right here, giving you every exclusive update and behind-the-scenes scoop. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the conversation. This story is far from over.